ELI 5. How did humans survive without toothbrushes in prehistoric times? How is it that today if we don't brush our teeth for a few days we begin to develop cavities? But back in the prehistoric ages there's been people who probably never saw anything like a toothbrush their whole life. Or were their teeth just filled with cavities? This also applies to things like soap. How did they go their entire lives without soap? People still cleaned themselves. Animals clean themselves just fine. There is no reason to think that humans wouldn't have some basic hygiene. But still, teeth rotted out. Evolution doesn't care if your teeth last until you're 40 or 60 or 80. Only long enough to both procreate and take care of your offspring. And missing a few teeth doesn't mean you can't eat and starve to death. However, modern humans need to brush more than in the past. We eat a lot more sugar and acid than any time in history. Both are things that break down enamel. Another thing is that their diets contain significantly less sugar, essentially none. Also, the fruits back then weren't as sugary either. Today's fruit you buy at the grocery stores have been bred over time to be bigger, juicier, sweeter, more resilient, and etc. The fruits and vegetables you see at the store today did not exist back then as they appear today. You're not going to be eating a yellow banana or a nice juicy orange 10,000 years ago. Another thing to consider is the type of sugars they had access to. Almost everything we buy and eat now is crammed with added sugars. Mostly the simple ones, like sucrose and fructose. Sucrose is the worst for oral health because it's so easy for the bacteria in your mouth to digest, which creates that fuzzy biofilm and acidic byproducts that damage teeth. A diet in ancient times would have had a higher amount of complex sugars, like starches, which the bacteria can't digest as easily. Factor in that things high in simple sugars like fruit being a seasonal resource that wasn't always accessible and being filling, they would have eaten a lot less throughout their lives than we do.